Caitlin Clark snags another honor. She's made the Forbes 30 under 30 list. Clark, who is just 22 years old, is the only professional women's basketball player on this. Forbes says Clark was chosen for leading the Indiana Fever to their first playoff appearance in 8 years, while breaking the WNBA single season assist record and earning Rookie of the Year honors. But wait, there's more. She also led the WNBA All-Star Game voting with more than 700,000 ballots and has been credited with an increase in league viewership and attendance.
Not everyone is excited about Clark's rise to stardom. Another WNBA star, A'ja Wilson, is struggling to stay in the spotlight, and her efforts are catching attention, but not for the right reasons. There's jealousy in the WNBA, and we're here to explain it all.
I always knew A'ja Wilson was overrated. Eric, let me see your resume. That's what I thought.
Let's talk about Caitlin Clark's latest achievement, this time not on the basketball court. Forbes just included her in their prestigious 30 under 30 list. What does that mean? It's like the business world's way of saying this person is going to do big things. Caitlin is the only WNBA player to make the list this year, which usually features experienced professionals and sports icons. She's not just excelling in basketball, she's setting a new standard for what it means to be a young athlete today.
Because, I just come out here and try to, play basketball in a way that people love watching, in a way that is going to make my team successful, and the records and whatever, or the stats, that's just what comes.
Here's why Forbes couldn't overlook Caitlin Clark. Her freshman season wasn't just great, it was amazing. She broke 62 records. Yes, 62. It's like she looked at the record books and said, I can top that, and she did every time. But it wasn't just her performance on the court. She brought in tons of fans, with her games getting 4 times more viewers than the league average. That's not just a big win for Clark, it's a huge boost for the entire WNBA.
Clark is the sole representative of the WNBA on the list. Forbes credited Clark with building viewership and bringing attention to the league during her record-setting season.
And the numbers? They're mind-boggling. Dr. Ryan Brewer, a sports economics expert, put it best. The numbers are so staggering they don't even seem real. He's talking about Clark's economic impact on the WNBA. We're seeing a 4 times increase in TV viewership for women's basketball games in 2024 compared to 2023. But wait, there's more. Clark's total earnings for the year hit a cool $11.1 million, the highest in the WNBA. And get this, about 95% of that came from endorsements. Her Nike deal alone is worth $28 million over 8 years. That's nearly 46 times her WNBA salary. Let that sink in for a second.
What does this mean for women's basketball? It's simple. Caitlin Clark isn't just playing the game, she's changing it. She's proving that women's sports can be a big deal. Fans are showing up, watching, and spending money because of her talent and exciting gameplay, not because of off-court drama.
The amount of people that have showed up in the stadiums, from the viewership numbers to people really wanting to wear a WNBA player's jersey or buy their merch or whatever it is, or have their shoe. Just how it's evolved in such a short period of time, I think shows everyone, there is real opportunity.
Caitlin Clark's recognition by Forbes isn't just a personal achievement. It's a message to the sports world, sponsors, and networks. Women's basketball is here, and it's just as exciting as any other sport when played at the highest level. And Clark? She's leading the way, one record-breaking game at a time.
I see are the bees that are being dramatic about Caitlin Clark. That's all I see. They try so long to get respect for women's basketball, and then they treat it like a junior high school girl's locker room. Junior high school girl antics on the court. Instead of playing the game, they gotta be drama because they're jealous. Instead of letting their skills speak for themselves, they gotta be drama because they're jealous.
Instead of celebrating Caitlin Clark's success, some players seem more focused on stirring up drama, maybe out of jealousy. You'd think her achievements would have the entire WNBA rallying behind her, but behind the scenes, it's a different story. Whispers from the locker rooms suggest there's tension, and A'ja Wilson's name keeps coming up. What's really going on?
So what do you think it'll be, Josh? Don't piss me off. Do not piss me off.
When Caitlin Clark entered the WNBA, the excitement was off the charts. Fans were eager to see her college brilliance light up the pro stage. But as Clark's star kept rising, not everyone in the league was happy. Some veteran players began to feel the pressure. Meanwhile, Aya Wilson has been making her own headlines, adding to the mix of competition and tension.
Caitlin Clark, I'm sure you saw, just became the all-time scoring leader of women's college basketball. I'm curious, where would you rank her amongst all-time college players, in your opinion?
Ooh, that's tough because you got to win one. I feel like that college is one of those spaces where you got to win one for them to even have your name in the conversation. And it took me 3 years to win mine.
Let's get real about what's happening. While Caitlin Clark has been smashing records, some WNBA veterans are feeling left in the shadows. It's no longer just about performance on the court. It's about endorsements, media spotlight, salary deals, and even speaking fees. And that's where things get complicated.
What little girl wants to grow up and play in a league where you're targeted like that? How do you sit here and profess and demand that everyone take women's sports seriously when you can't even take it seriously enough to not act like a junior high queen on the court? It's stupid. That's so dumb. It looks like